Hello there. So our company has decided that we are going to be switching to the entire office using the OneDrive calendar. So as you can see on my screen here, I have displayed my Outlook OneDrive calendar, and I'm going to show you how to do some calendar basics. So the first thing that I am going to start with is I'm going to start with this left-hand side here. As you can see, I have November pulled up. And if you want to change the month, all you have to do is come up here, push this down arrow, and you can change it back to October since that is the month we are currently in. Also, these down arrows will also change to the different months if you would like to. As you can see, it says today, so today is highlighted when I am doing this video. Also, continuing on this left-hand side, I want to show this is where you can add a calendar, and I will be showing you this in just a little bit. You can see here it says My Calendars. So, if you want to show what calendars you have displayed, you just have it shown right here, or you can press this down arrow again, and that hides the calendars. So I'm going to go ahead and push that so it shows, and I'm going to show you how you can add things by just clicking in these boxes. So as you can see, I'm adding the holidays, the United States holidays, and also I am going to go ahead and select birthdays so that birthdays are shown. So let's see, in order to, you can see that we have Veterans Day, Election Day, Thanksgiving Day, after Thanksgiving showing. So that is how you can see all the holidays are now showing because I have clicked on that, on those particular calendars. So let's see. The next thing that I want to show you is I want to show you on this right-hand side over here that you can change the settings for your calendar. You can change color. So here we go. And as you can see, I have chosen to have this theme for my calendar. So it displays right at the top here. You can also change it if you want to. So if I decided I wanted to change to this theme, the circuit theme, I could just press on it, and you could see again that it changes at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and change it back to my original theme. This dark mode just gives you dark coloring, which I don't really care for, so I'm going to go ahead and undo that. You can also choose to have desktop notifications, and this also will bold events. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to keep that. This shows you the current time zone that your calendar is in, the date format, the time format, and what it shows as the first day of the week. If you want to go to look at more settings, you can just click here, and you can see that you have a variety of different options to choose from. Events and invitations, whether under the calendar you can choose to do people, and it's showing you can either display them by first name or last name. You can go to your mail and have different options for how you want your mail. And it's very self-explanatory, and you can choose to have the options that you would and the settings that you would prefer. And then of course here's the general, which we saw already in our mini view quick settings here. And when I clicked on that, let me show you that again. So we have all our different options, and then if you just click here on this view quick settings, then you just have this side pane here. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to close that up because I have my settings the way that I would like them to be. You can see that we have this taskbar, this task space here, but it's not really showing anything because there's nothing scheduled for today. So let's see, another thing that we are able to do is, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add a calendar. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to add a calendar, and I'm going to choose to make a calendar for my boss. So I'm going to choose, I don't need a personal calendar because the calendar I'm showing you and displaying is my personal calendar. So I'm going to go ahead and come down and create a new calendar. And I'm going to choose to name it Boss's Calendar. And I'm going to choose a professional icon for this particular calendar. I'm going to go ahead and just have it blue in color. Just keep it with the blue. And I want it to display in my calendar, so I'm going to keep it there for add to calendar so it will show on my left-hand side. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. So it is in progress and it's saving, so I'm going to go ahead. It says that it is created, so I am going to head and I'm going to close this and close that. And I'm going to come over here to Boss's Calendar, and I'm going to close my calendar, and I am going to add an event. So I'm going to go ahead and come here, and I'm going to click on it twice. I am going to add a particular event. So this particular event is for Agnes. It's a meeting with Agnes Smith, and she is I'm going to put this in the description, that she is a sales representative for small home clients. And this meeting needs to be 30 minutes, and I'm going to set it for 9 o'clock. And so it only needs to be 30 minutes, so it's 9 to 9:30. And I am going to go ahead and first of all fix my mistake there. And I'm going to save it to my Boss's Calendar. As you can see here, it says Boss's Calendar. So I'm saving it to that calendar. Okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. I have some other events to add, but while I'm doing that, so you don't have to be watching while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video for a moment. Okay, so as you can see, I have added some more events here, and I purposely made a mistake here. I had something scheduled at the same time. And actually, you can see if I click on here, it has meeting with James Hansen, the manager of Eastern Region of Modern Appliances. And that's actually, the meeting time is supposed to be 11 to 12. So, I'm going to go ahead, that's okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. Oops, I don't need to make it bigger. And then I'm going to go ahead and this is what I need to change. I need to change lunch. So they're going to have their meeting first and then they're going to have lunch. So I clicked on it. I'm going to click edit, and I'm actually going to change lunch from 12 to 1. Because the meeting's 11 to 12, and then right after that, they're going to be able to go to lunch. So, here is the change. So I did an edit. Okay. And as you can see, you just click on it, it says more information. Okay. And if you click on a particular day, I want you to look here on the side. It actually is like a task area, a task name. So it shows when you're on that day exactly what's been planned for the day. So it's great. So that shows you a little bit about the calendar. So I went ahead and I added a calendar for the boss's calendar. And so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a different calendar. And this calendar is going to be something that I get off the web. So I've decided that I'm going to do a sports calendar, and I'm going to do the NFL. And since it's such a popular team around this area here in Idaho, I'm going to go ahead and click on the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm going to go ahead and close this, and you're going to be able to see that. Let me see if any of the events are coming up for the Seahawks here. Unfortunately, it's not. It was showing before, but not sure why. Let's see. So nothing is coming up. Oh, there we are. So in January is when December 27th and January 3rd. So, oh, look, it just needed time to load, I guess. So we have December games. And there's some for November. And there's October. So now we have that. Okay, so again, I'm just going to go ahead and click. So I have my boss's calendars, I have the birthdays, I have the holidays, and my calendar are all showing. So I have everything. So when I click on a day, I know exactly what is going on, my own things and the boss's. So let's see. The other thing that you can do is you can change the view. So you can change to the day if you want to, a day view. We saw this is the week view, and this is the month view. Okay, and with the month view, you get to see the task pane there. So the last thing that I want to show you is being able to share your calendar. So here is the share button here on the right-hand side, and you just click it, and it's showing that I'm going to share I think I'm going to just go ahead and share the boss's calendar. And you're going to go ahead and put in an email address. Okay, so I'm just going to choose my school email